You always complain that I never like anything. Well, just watch this video. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harvey. And I've been watching Resident Alien. I've been watching it actually with Rob from Midnight's Edge. So since these reviews, when you're trying not to spoil anything, are so hard to do, just to recap without spoiling anything, we're gonna do a discussion sort of video. So, who are you? Why are you here?
Hi, I'm Rob Robot Shlomo, and I'm from Midnight's Edge After Dark, my own channel, Robot Shlomo. I turn up here once in a while, and I'm here because, wow, I have found some must-see TV here.
Right.
With apologies to NBC.
It is such a good show. I mean, I want to tell you everything that happens, but I absolutely don't, because it is that interesting and intriguing of a show. So we're gonna give you as few spoilers as we can without just, because you got to kind of have a few little spoilers to set up a lot of the premise of the show. So we're gonna keep it to a very, very minimum. And if you're worried about anything being spoiled for you, then just click off the video and go watch the first 3 episodes of Resident Alien. There's 3 of them, and that's what we're talking about right now.
First 3 episodes of Resident Alien are on SyFy.com. You can see them there. I don't know if they're on any other service like Hulu, but you can see them on SyFy.com. And you have to sit through ads, but hey, you know what? Such is life.
Yeah, see, I don't mind that. We sit through the ads on the CW stuff too with Batman. Like, I think I've been watching so much bad TV. You forget what good TV is. You forget just to be carried along on a story. Even sometimes if it's a little predictable. There's a few things in Resident Alien that I can kind of predict, and then there's a few subversions of expectations that are like, oh, that is such a good way to do that. That is so funny,
The predictable stuff you can easily forgive because it's so good.
Yeah.
It is. And I've been calling the guy who does it Mike Sheridan. It's actually Chris Sheridan, sorry. And actually the director for these last couple episodes has been
Robert Duncan McNeil, Tom Paris from Voyager.
Tom Paris from Voyager, yes.
He's an executive producing on this as well.
Executive producer. So it's good to see a familiar name attached to this.
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of familiar names, this stars Alan Tudyk, who, if you're Firefly fans, this is on the DVD commentaries too, or their interviews too, where they were trying to say that.
Let me tell you, I was in Mexico and I had Firefly flan. Oh man, let me tell you.
He's never seen Firefly. Watch Firefly, Rob. You would, if you're a fan of that and like Alan Tudyk in Firefly as Wash, he is just as likable, just as intriguing, just as fun. Mm-hmm. He's playing an alien character that's trying to hide and assume human identity and trying to blend in as best he can. Mm-hmm. And it works so well. It works so well.
Unfortunately, he's trying. Now, this isn't giving away too much. He's trying to blend in as a doctor, and you can imagine that actually has a lot of built-in hilarity to it.
It reminds me a lot of when we did the Star Trek, or when we would watch Star Trek, and you would have like an alien doctor reacting to a human patient, or Data reacting to something very, very human and different. The very fish out of water funny sci-fi tropes that we've had a lot in those sort of situations, and I love that. It's so funny, especially when you have somebody who can do comedy so well. Oh
yeah, I think that's a very important thing, because a lot of actors tend to shy away from comedy because I don't know if they want to be taken seriously or they're afraid of looking stupid. But you have a lot of actors now that you have comedic actors, you have dramatic actors. Rarely do the two ever intersect or cross genres.
I want to say Alan Tudyk is Juilliard trained, maybe. So I think if I'm remembering correctly.
But he does. I mean, he's got. The thing is, and here's the thing: he's this whole series, he's in on the joke, sort of. You know what I mean. When the actor is in on the joke, I mean that makes it great, and that's what he doing. He's actually playing it for everything it's worth. So,
well, he's so fearless in this role. Now, you probably. What did you think of him in Rogue One as the robot, as K2SO?
I liked him as Rogue as K2SO. Yeah. I liked him. I really did.
Is it K2SO or K2SO? No, I don't
K2SO. K2SO.
I only saw it the one time. I liked him though. I liked him in that too. I liked him in everything.
Best part about that movie. Give him the series instead of Casio keyboard. You know.
Right. Oh well, he's specifically not going to be in the Rogue or the Casio keyboard series.
Well, actually, you know what? Their losses are gain.
Right. We get Resident Alien, and holy crap, is it good?
So like I said, so the premise of the show is this alien, he's on a mission. All he says is he's on a mission, and we're not going to spoil what that mission is. But he's on a mission. He crash lands on Earth, and he's stuck here. And he assumes the identity of a Dr. Harry Vanderspiegel. We're not going to say how, but he assumes his identity. He lives in a little remote mountain town called Patience, Colorado, probably modeled after Estes Park.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Estes Park.
Out here.
Idyllic, there's a, and immediately, there's the sheriff, I'm the sheriff. They call me Big Black, African-American guy. They call me Big Black. I guess you can assume why. Because of your truck. Big guy, oh, you think that's funny, don't you? It's just like that, like I said, that's the way an alien would respond to it. Because of your truck.
this has a lot of like there's a lot of stuff for me to be really, really identifying with. Just the why am I feeling some emotion some other human is feeling for no reason, or just all this stuff as a possible alien observer to your world, for all you know.
Well, okay. Episode 1 starts strong.
Yeah, really strong. We watched it twice.
I think I watched it, but I think I went back and watched it a third time. I can't remember, but that's how good it was. I was watching it in bed the other night, so I downloaded the SyFy app for on my Fire Stick. So it starts out very strong. It introduces all the characters. Sarah Tomko, who's actually plays the nurse, and she's close to the doctor. She was close to one of the doctors. I'm not going to say what happens to that. She's actually very good.
Everybody in this is good. You've got like a barfly sort of bartender chick who's really, really good. Like every character in this has a backstory, a history. You get to know these people. They seem like real people. They seem like they're not just a cardboard cutout for the main character to react off of, like in Star Trek Discovery.
Like you said, the red letter media test. How would you describe the sheriff without using his race?
Oh, he seems to have some inadequacy issues.
Well, I would describe him straight shooter. Yeah, doesn't take any BS. Tells it like it is. Guy's probably been around, seen a lot of weird stuff, living in a town like that, and he's a dedicated lawman.
Well, he's really like a small town sheriff who thinks he's bigger shit than he actually is.
Well, yeah, and see, he passes the red letter media test. Yeah. See,
and he's fun, and they do use his ethnicity as kind of a sort of talking point, but I don't want to say that they joke about it.
Well, no, they played for laughs every so often.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have the deputy Liv, who's kind of like starstruck. You can tell she's really smitten with the newcomer, as we'll say. She's got a big heart.
She's basically Tilly at 40 years old.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, except she's a lot less annoying. She's more. Yeah. But you have, like I said. But that's the thing. All of these are fully fleshed out characters, and I love how they called the mayor of the town Mayor Snowflake.
Because he is, and he's got well, his character. So he's got a son who can actually see the alien, and he's the only person in town who can see the alien. 1 in a million
people, according to the story, say that you can see through the genetic disguise and I'm being quacked.
I'll just ignore it.
Yeah, I'll ignore it for now. So, 1 in a million people can see through the genetic disguise, and so the little kid can see through his disguise. Again, we're not giving away to, but it becomes this constant. It's this running gag. Oh God, and it's just so funny. It's so funny that, and it's just the back and forth between the two of them is hysterical, and and like I said, it starts strong with episode 1, and then episode 2, it gets better. It got better. How does that happen? You know how it happens? It goes, you got a guy like Chris Sheridan, like who worked on Family Guy.
Well, it's people who know how people interact and how we're just more than a stereotype and a label. It's people who have had families and backstories themselves. Mm-hmm. People who have adulted in the real world and understand how humans interact. And it takes a level of maturity that you just don't see in a lot of these SJW writers and directors and producers and those sort of shows, where you can include diversity. You can include, like, the nurse is she's Native American.
She's Native American,
and,
yes.
You know, so you have diversity, and you have, the sheriff.
But she's not. Yeah, she's not a caricature, though. That's the thing. She's not a caricature. She's not a stereotype. They don't play to the worst aspects of that. You know, she's a nurse. She's a dedicated nurse. You find out that she was a teen mom. Mm-hmm. She, desperately wants
She's got some daddy issues.
She definitely has some daddy issues. Oh, yeah.
This is how it seems like. Well, we see her interact with her father a little bit, and it seems like he's really, really trying to overcompensate for something. And there was some issue when she was 16, and she had her relationship with the doctor that was very father-daughter. The doctor was my father. He pretty much raised me. So you have some depth, and you have some backstory. And each episode you get a little bit deeper into this mystery, and you're like, "Ooh, what next is going to happen? And what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next?" And by the time, should we skip into episode 3?
Yeah, let's skip it to episode 3.
By the time you get to episode 3, it gets even deeper into this whole backstory of what's going to happen next, and even the alien starts, like, his character is more than just some alien who's on the planet. I mean, there's so much more. There's so much more to it, and I don't want to spoil any minute of it, because if we spoil aspect of it, it's going to ruin it for you. And it's been so much more worth going on his journey along with him so far.
All I'll say is there's certain reveals along the way, which actually peel back more layers to the characters in the town, to the alien, to why he's there, what he's doing there. It actually makes it more interesting, makes it more intriguing, makes it more engaging, which is so rare. It's so rare that you're really invested in these characters and this situation here.
It's not like, it's kind of, I'm going to compare it to WandaVision. It's not unlike what they're trying to do in WandaVision, but it's not like WandaVision, and it's actually super interesting and fun, and we care. Because even with WandaVision, like, Wanda and Vision don't even seem that three-dimensional sometimes.
This is what I'd say, if you took Roger and plopped him down in Northern Exposure.
Yeah.
Roger from Family Guy. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's kind of what it is. There's a little twist of X-Files here and there that you think is there. There's some other odd mysteries and things going on, and then there's this whole subplot that was like pretty much the main interesting plot of the.
I'm not going to give away too much. They're talking about, this is how you subvert expectations. There's a scene with a cow.
We're not going to give away what happens.
We're not going to give away what happens. But there's a scene with a cow.
My mind thought one thing, because, my mind goes a certain place with aliens, and we got some interesting subversions.
Something else. Something completely else.
And you'll know what it is when you watch the episode. Watch the episode. Please watch the episodes. Oh, watch them. They were so fun.
Yes, please watch them.
And I hope we don't get let down. I hope we don't get let down and it turned to crap. But I don't think it is. I think they're just getting better and better. So.
And for the people that say, "Oh, it's another," and people are gonna say, "Oh, it's the best JW moment." I'm like, no, it's not really. No.
And who cares? Like, who cares?
Who cares? I mean, there's a scene with two kids, and like this is what kids do. Kids make friends with each other. And that's, Yeah,
I mean, yeah, and there is if you're really counting for it. But here's the thing: once they do a story that's so compelling and interesting, you don't really mind some of the less JWE moments. You don't really mind some of the, you can just kind of roll your eyes and that's there to pander to the diversity people. And
all right, you got your diversity. Let's get back to the fun.
Yeah. So I would rate this. I would rate this so far.
I would rate this a good 4.5 out of 6 Chewbaccas. I mean, I'm waiting to give it that extra 0.5 Chewbacca. Mm-hmm. But this is really good. I'm hoping this sticks around for a while.
Yeah. Now I think they're gonna skip a week because they dropped 2 episodes this week. So I think they're gonna skip one, or they're gonna skip the rest of the month of February from what I can't remember. I don't know. But.
Well, we'll find out. But I was like, hey, Windfall, 2 episodes.
Yeah, I know. So we watched both of them, and yeah, I'm really I'm going like 9 out of 10 so far. And if it holds this, then it'll bump up to a 10 because it held throughout. And if it drops off like a rock the next episode, then please don't let us down. We actually want to watch. This is the thing. We want to like these things. We're fans of this stuff. So.
And like I said, for people say, "Oh, you hate on stuff," I'm like, no, this is actually something we like. It really is. It really is. This is fantastic so
unexpected.
Far.
It's really interesting.
It's came out of nowhere. It just wow. This is really good. And for the people who say there's nothing new. Don't I want to see something new. This is something new. We haven't seen this before. I mean, we've seen elements of it before, but this is a new property.
Put together like this. This is like this is like probably the first time somebody discovered that peanut butter and chocolate go well together.
That's
Popeyes
right.
Popeyes and chimkin sandwiches. I'm still on that Popeyes kick, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is kind of the Popeyes chicken sandwich of sci-fi shows right now until the Orville comes back. But
good analogy. Hey, we'll be in good shape when this and the Orville.
Oh, that's gonna be nice. When does the Orville start? Soon, I hope.
Soon, I hope. Yeah. All right. So anyway, like I said, go Resident Alien. Watch it. Definitely a must see.
And are you watching it? Tell us in the comment section below. We will see you guys on the next video. At least I will on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.